Jacqui, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me. I am super excited because I am sitting here with Jacqui Smith, the Right Honourable Jacqui Smith, and I say that not just in your title, Right Honourable. I genuinely feel that you are rightly honourable.
Oh, bless.
And so this is actually the first in a series of podcasts aimed at culminating in International Women's Day, March 2022. And it's a podcast that is being hosted by the Lunar Society and myself as the new chair of the Lunar Society. For those of you who don't know, I have actually stepped into the position further to it being chaired by Jacqui. And although we're wearing the same colours today,
We're like negatives.
we are, absolutely. This was not contrived, I promise. I am very much, I'm thrilled, honoured and humbled to be following in your footsteps. And I intend very much to do the position justice. Now, I have decided to do this series of podcasts because I'm very much interested in the qualities that make up a good leader, whether it be leadership of oneself, which actually translates into leadership of others. And you, Jacqui, you have a track record of good leadership as Home Secretary of the United Kingdom, and you've held various positions, including Chair of University Hospitals Birmingham NHS Trust and the Chair of the Lunar Society. So thank you, Jacqui, so much for joining me in my first ever podcast, the Lunar Society.
Brilliant. And congratulations on taking over as chair of the Lunar Society. I was delighted to be able to hand it on to another woman. And,
Thank you.
So I'm really chuffed about that.
Thank you so much. So I've actually, because I love a good acronym, I've actually used the word leaders as the foundation for this series of podcasts. And the first letter in the word leader is L. And it's only fitted that we have you as an incredible leader as to embody that word, leadership. So we'll just talk around leadership, and what I'd very much like to do is to help other women to understand what leadership is, what makes you tick as a leader. So I suppose the first question I would ask you is, who do you admire most as leaders, and why?
Okay, well, I mean, the first one might come as a bit of a surprise given my politics, but I think Margaret Thatcher is quite an important leader for other women, if only because, of course, when I was growing up, she was the Prime Minister for quite a considerable period of time. And what that did, of course, was it made it clear to people that women can be Prime Ministers. And they quite often say, don't they, you can't be what you can't see. So actually having those sorts of role models, even when you sort of fundamentally disagree with them, tells you something about what you could be as a leader. I don't want to be too political about this, but of course another leader who I learned a lot from was Tony Blair, who made me a minister in the first place. And what you could say, one of the things I always say about leadership is, what you contribute as a leader is being really clear about the direction that you want to take your organisation or your team in. Tony was always really clear about what the point of being a leader was. The worst leaders are those who are interested in the position rather than what am I actually going to do with this. And he had a really clear sort of sense of where he wanted to lead the country and how he wanted to do that. And then I suppose another really inspiring leader for me was Dame Julie Moore, who was the previous chief executive at University Hospitals Birmingham. Julie also had a really clear idea about where she wanted to go. She also encompassed a couple of other things that I think are really important about leadership. So she could set a strategic direction, but she understood that how you deliver that is what matters. So she was both strategic but could sweat the small stuff. So if you walked around the hospital with Julie, she would pick up litter, or she would take down dirty notices, or she would talk to the staff about precisely what was happening and how it was happening. So that was really important. The other thing she did was to build a really strong team around her. I don't believe that that leadership is about being an individual heroic leader. It's about how you build and motivate other people to support that direction.
It sounds to me that Dame Julie Moore walked the talk.
She did.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So, in your it also sounds to me that those three leaders that you mentioned seem to have a very strong sense of self. So they self-governed themselves and they led themselves, and so it's almost the what's going on behind the scenes, so that you can then translate that to good leadership. So for you, how do you self-govern yourself and lead yourself in order to lead effectively?
Well, the important thing about that, and what people quite often ask me is, I'm not sure I could be a leader because I feel really lacking in confidence and I don't know if I'd be able to do it. And what I say to them is, actually, a lot of looking confident as a leader is about looking confident, even when you don't feel confident. So when I first became Home Secretary, within the first 24 hours, I was confronted with a thankfully failed terror attack, and I had to come out of the front of Downing Street and make a big statement. This was less than 24 hours after I became Home Secretary. And quite a lot of people said, oh, well, you looked very confident and assured. Well, of course, inside, I wasn't, but actually part of the way in which I think you have to lead and to demonstrate to others is sort of draw yourself up, take a deep breath, look confident, even when you're not feeling it. And I often say to others, all of us experience a certain amount of this imposter syndrome, and actually you overcome it by doing the job. Because the other thing for people, for leaders, I think, is that quite often people, particularly women, will say to me, I can't go with that leadership role because I'm not 100% sure I can do it. I haven't got everything it says on the person spec. Whereas quite often, of course, what men will do is that they will look at a job description or a spec and they'll go, oh, I've got half of those, that's all right, I can
wing it.
But, another way of thinking about this is, if you are wholly ready to do that leadership role, and you could sort of step straight into it, no problem at all, well, arguably, you should be doing the job above, actually. So there is a lot of course, you've quite often got to learn quite quickly, you've got to be willing to change, learn from your mistakes, for example, but all of those things are possible.
Absolutely. Oh, that's fantastic. It's just it's so refreshing to hear this from you, because people do look at you and there is, not you personally, but the sort of the office of you, and there's a perception that you stepped into it ready-made, and that you have it all together, and it's really refreshing to hear that. And what I'm hearing also is that there's a certain amount of vulnerability that needs to be embraced, and to me there's a certain amount of courage that needs to occur, and it's really, really refreshing to hear that. So Jacqui, we're just going to ask you, so what's in your handbag right now that you can't do without?
Most of the people that know me would say far too much. Occasionally I have sort of shoulder problems, and everybody sort of goes, we're not interested because you've got too much in your hand. So what is in there? I'm afraid I carry my laptop around, I carry a notebook, I carry my makeup, I carry a hairbrush, I carry an umbrella, except yesterday I realised I'd forgotten my umbrella and it was raining. I carry, what else? Phone, money,
very important.
all of those things, and it's sort of slightly like my office. So I'm never going to be one of those women who has a sort of delicate little thing. I have now got what I call a power purse, because it's brilliant. Talk about multitasking.
Okay.
It charges your mobile phone when you put it in there, as well as carrying your money in it.
No way.
Yeah. But then I've also got this great big rucksack.
I love that you carry a notebook. So in your notebook, do you what goes in your notebook? Do you doodle? Do you have light bulb moments? Are you planning your future? Are you looking at your future history? What's in
I
the
wish I
notebook?
could say that I was that inspirational. So what tends to go in the notebook? I mean, you know, I'm busy,
Yes.
and all leaders are busy, and you've got to be kind to yourself.
Indeed.
So one of the things that goes in it is, you know, I make a note of meetings, and then I have a little thing at the bottom that says action to remind me what I've agreed to do, so that I can go back and look at it and do it. Sometimes, you know, so we're recording this, not really in the run up to Christmas, but you know, Christmas is coming over the horizon.
Yes.
So at some point in the next few months, there will be a shed load of lists in there.
Yeah.
What are we going to be eating? Who am I buying presents for? How am I going to? So that I've got that organised.
Yes.
Because I think you, as I say, as a leader, of course, you know, as you become more senior, you'll have people around you to help you.
Yes.
But you also need to make that time and have those methods to help yourself to be
Indeed. Being kind and compassionate to yourself so you can be accountable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Jacqui, thank you so very much. I thoroughly enjoyed this podcast, and I'm thrilled that you have given me the honor of being the first in my series of ladies